and all that. I don't think they're, frizzing out too much, that kind of thing. So, hey, listen, exactly. But before we do anything today, I just got to say, this is a golden birthday for somebody in here who just went off camera because she can't, she doesn't. We're bringing her back. We're bringing her back, everybody. Look at this. Happy birthday, Morgan. 24 years old. Let's go. Happy birthday.
Where's this clapping sound?
We just had to embarrass her. Listen, this is really cool. She's 24 on the 24th of May of 2024. That does not happen very often, everybody. That's pretty intense. So,
pretty cool.
No, it would only happen today.
We should do the delayed version of singing "Happy Birthday" to her. It's going to sound awful. Here we go, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Word on the Street. It's Memorial Day weekend. We got a big show coming at you. We got small children in the room. Watch your mouth, everybody. It's going to be a good show. Let's go around the room. Starting at the top, coming to us from Chicago, the executive director and probably the most stressed person in the room, our good friend from TMSA, Jennifer Carpus, Romaine in the house.
Cleveland.
For the record, I live in Cleveland, not Chicago.
Go, time.
Everything else is factual.
Tick, tick, boom.
What's up, my friend? How are you doing?
I'm in Cleveland, not Chicago.
Cleveland. Why did I say Chicago? Oh, my gosh. Because everybody on this call is from Chicago. That's why. Literally everybody here except Coleman and I, pretty much, and Scott. Most people from Chicago.
No, yeah. There's literally 2 people here from Chicago.
There's just 2 people.
Okay, normally it's more. Shut up. All right, moving on. Coming to us from Chicago, from R2X. This one I'm going to get right. This guy is the man who has the best hair in the street crew. Give it up for our good friend Mitch Kowalewski and company. Oh my goodness, look at this. Family time.
What's up, everyone? Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
Oh, so cute.
He's got better.
Happy Friday. Baby for sale. Baby for sale. Taking your best offer. Baby for sale. Get baby out of here.
Yeah, she's got better hair than you do, man. She's got better hair.
All right.
That's what made me look. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you.
Doing awesome. How about you?
We're doing great, man. Memorial Day weekend. Got some plans this weekend. You were at Indy last weekend, weren't you?
I'm going to try to get down to the Indy 500 Sunday. I still don't have a plan for that, but I'll be there.
People sell tickets. You'll be there. Just go. You'll
be there. The traffic to get into qualifying was pretty intense. So I think race day traffic will be a lot.
It's nuts.
Crazy.
It's nuts. You should plan on being there at 6 a.m. Seriously. And it's a lot of fun activity. So it's going to be a good time. And if you go there, make sure you catch up with me. We'll get together. I'm on the straightaway right by the start-finish line across from the pit row. So
who are you kidding, Trey? You're in a suite, man. Come on. You're in the beta suite.
Not this year, but I do have a fun story about that. We'll get to that later. Coming to us from Boise, Idaho, from Armstrong Transport, the Freight Sensei, Scott Watanabe in the house.
Yeah. For those of you that want to know.
Love it. Here we go. Come on, Evan, let's pretend. Yeah.
15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
What's up, brother? How's everything?
Happy Friday.
Everything good?
Yeah, good. Getting ready for this 3-day weekend. I might go pick up a camp trailer this weekend. Take advantage of the Memorial Day sales. I don't know, we'll see.
Nice. I like it. And thank you for your service, my friend. This is going to be a great weekend. The Indy 500 is all about honoring the veterans, man. It's going to be so much fun. The flyovers, just incredible. So thank you for your service, my friend. Good to see you as always. All right, another Chicago guy coming to us from the Windy City, BWS Logistics. Give it up for Rob Lusky in the house, everybody.
What's happening, folks?
I know. Good to see you, man. We got good audio today. Everything's gonna be great. Not on mute.
Back on track now, man.
Back on track, man. Good to see you. What's going on in Chicago this weekend, Memorial Day weekend? You doing anything fun?
A little. We're having some friends and family over tomorrow. We were planning it for Sunday, but we're looking at some really bad weather Sunday, so we switched it to tomorrow. And we got about 20 people coming over.
Nice. That'll be fun. It'll be a good time.
Grilling out.
The weather's going to be good. Finally, decent summer weather around here, so that's going to be great. So
7 degrees tomorrow and sun. That's what I'm hoping for.
That's nice. That's nice. All right, we got to skip the next guy because he's going to be last. Coming to us from Colombia, from Medellin, from Savannah, good friend Juan, buying in the house.
I ain't got the move today, but glad to see you guys.
Juan, you are such a white dude. It's hilarious. It's funny. Like, the dance skills are so bad.
Upstate New York represent.
That's right. You qualify as a gringo on this show for sure with that kind of dance move. Good to see you as always, man. How are you?
Doing good, doing good.
I know. Got you on an episode of Standing Out coming up soon. You're gonna be
yeah, I was pretty excited,
man. It's awesome.
It's been a lot of camera time this past couple of weeks.
We have had a lot of camera time. Always good, always good. And coming to us from Denver, Colorado, the Mile High City, VP of Ops, the Beta Consulting Group, Coleman Ruffin in the house.
Are you working? What kind of work do you do?
What's up, man? Friday.
Yeah. What's up, buddy?
Not a lot of work going on.
Hey, let me tell you something about Coleman, dude. I got to see his backyard on video yesterday. That is legit backyard. If there's ever going to be like a little party, a little BCG get together, it's going to have to happen in Denver for that because absolutely amazing backyard. Put the pavers down yourself, man. Impressive.
Yeah, we are very proud of our backyard. We actually had somebody coming over that was contracting for something. They're like, man, it kind of looks like a little brewery back here. And that my life was complete at that point. I was like, I'm happy. I could die happy.
Yeah. We need to have BCG retreats out in Denver is what I'm hearing. That's what needs to happen. Put the lights up out back, barbecue. It's going to be great. Good stuff. Coming to us from Minnesota and the Firebrand marketing team, our good friend Mishak Weber in the house. Look at the hat. Look at the hat, everybody. That is a quality item right there. How you doing, my friend?
Good to see you. Good to see you, brother. How's life?
Good to see you as well. We're doing great.
I'm jealous of Coleman's backyard.
You really should be.
I bought the string lights from Costco. I got to put those up, but like the actual patio bar back area or brew pub, that sounds pretty amazing.
Dude, wait till you see it. The dude dug out like 2 feet of soil by hand to put these pavers in. I hear like it's nuts. Like it's. Oh. I mean, it's a COVID project. There's nothing better to do.
Yeah.
But it looks really good. Like it looked like professional. I didn't think he did it all. Not a chance. But he did.
Yeah, we'll have one episode out there and I'll show around to everybody.
Yeah. He's got a cool fence in the back. He's got a brick wall.
Yeah.
Totally.
No, it's more so just Coleman's too cheap for everything else. But yes, go ahead.
All right, listen, we got a special guest on the show today. We got a special guest on the show today. This guy is just making waves all across the trucking industry, doing some great work. Partner of the Broker Carrier Summit, making some questionable decisions lately, though. We got to talk about that. Everybody give it up for the founder of Truck Parking Club, Evan Shelley, in the house today.
All right. Hey, guys. Thanks so much for having me.
It's more than just a living, y'all.
There we go.
Good one.
That's a good song.
I've become a Tony Justice fan in the last year, just getting around him so much.
See, I love hearing people's walk-up songs. You always get a little taste of something different. I love that. That was a good one, man. That's good. How are you doing, my friend?
Doing great, man. Doing great. Glad to be here.
Now, listen, we brought you on the show today. You think we're bringing on the show today because, we want to celebrate with you, but this is actually a bit of an intervention, okay? In fact, recently, and we'll put this up on the screen, had a little interaction with Reed Lauselo. We talked about this. I mean, we heard that you made a controversial hire. I was telling Reed about this. He says, yep, they're hiring anyone now. We got to talk about this. Like you recently brought on somebody on your team. What were you thinking? Like what's going on?
We wanted to mix it up a little, get someone controversial. So we thought Reed was actually on the top of the list. Strong number one.
Well, you have to say that now. I understand that. You have to say that now. But
I support the great hire. Yeah. I think everybody else supports it, just maybe not Trey.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I support the move. I'm not against the move in any way. I'm just, saying like, little interesting. I didn't expect that news coming out of LinkedIn, but here we are.
Yeah, no, he's on all jokes aside, we started doing some small projects together several months ago, and ended up really hitting it off. He got to know our team, and over time, we just decided it would be best for him to come on board full time, and I think it's he's a huge part of this team already. He's running all of our socials and a lot of our marketing, and just a really unique person and extremely smart.
Agree.
And all jokes aside, and he's the kind of marketer that.
Oh no, Trey, your audio is cutting out.
Trey,
Okay. Let's try it without the AirPods and see if it's any better. Is that better?
Yeah.
Life without Apple is
the
better.
AirPods. But now I can't hear you guys. See, this is what's going on. I got a problem with StreamYard right now. It's giving me issues. I can't hear anything you're saying, but I will say this. All jokes aside, Reed's the kind of guy that just makes like professional marketers cringe a little bit because he's so effective at what he does just organically. Like it's just absolutely incredible. So, all right, you guys keep talking. I'm going to jump out and come back and see if my audio is fixed. Here we go.
That's what's great is that we need to talk perfect about Reed because he's watching the show too. But
Yeah, won't change what I say actually, but no, I mean, he and I have talked about it a lot. He's just himself, and he's not going to change anything based on what someone else says or whatever's coming from him is exactly what he's thinking. It's not something he thinks that is going to get the most likes or engagement. It's what he wants to put out there, and I think it's really been very effective, and I think he loves what he's doing.
100%. And I think that I'm sure a lot of us can speak to this is authenticity is key in our industry. We need to have it. And then now Trey's back. Can you hear us, Trey? Are you back?
I can hear you, but I don't know if my audio is any better.
Your audio
is better. All right. Is there an echo still?
There is an echo, so we found out it's not probably not Trey's echo.
It's not you.
All right. Well, we'll just keep going then. Yeah, Reed, listen, the universe doesn't want me saying nice things about you. That's just the way it is. It's not, it doesn't want that to happen. So, but Evan, I don't know if you guys talked about this, but tell everybody a little bit about what's going on at Truck Parking Club. You guys are doing some phenomenal stuff. You partner with the BCS to provide free parking for carriers at that event, doing it again in Fort Worth in a little bit. Talk about this. How did this start? What the heck are you doing?
Yeah. So, Truck Parking Club really came from my background is real estate. So I was doing large commercial land deals in Florida back in 2021 and came across an industrial piece of property that I thought was going to be a great fit for truck parking. And after talking to the local municipality about developing it into truck parking, they informed me that they wouldn't support it, even though it was zoned industrial. But everyone I talked to said we needed more truck parking. And at that point in 2021, I knew that there was a problem here, and then I started looking into how to solve it. Ultimately, I thought that I was going to buy and build a bunch of real estate and create more truck parking, but determined that that wasn't the fastest and most effective route forward. So create a truck parking club where we leverage existing space and technology to monetize yards all across the U.S. that are currently existing. And now we're at 406 locations across the U.S., tens of thousands of spaces. We add hundreds of new spaces on a weekly basis that were never publicly available. And we have tens of thousands of drivers on the platform finding and reserving truck parking.
Yeah, Airbnb of truck parking, and we've had a couple of companies, try this out. Our friend Anthony Petit had truck parked for a while. I'm not sure exactly the status of that, but clearly there's a need, because when I'm driving down the highway, especially in the evenings, I still see trucks parking on ramps, entrance and exit ramps. It just continues to be a problem. It's one of the main issues. I think that women may not want to get into trucking because of safety concerns and all those things. And so I'm glad that you're doing that. It's a huge need. Are there any plans to have truck parking club like truck stops, actual facilities out there someday?
Yeah, so Truck Parking Club will never own truck parking facilities. It's just not what we do. It's kind of like thinking that Airbnb would go out and buy a bunch of houses and rent them out. I think they actually may own like very few houses, but it's tough to be in your own marketplace is the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
Competing against your customers, right? So we're always going to be focused on consolidating truck parking in our marketplace, giving drivers an easy opportunity to find and reserve parking, and creating more truck parking in real time by leveraging existing space that's out there. That's our mission, and that's always going to be our mission. We're never going to be asset based, I guess you could say, where we own property or anything of that nature.
I love how focused you are on that mission. That's really cool. But I'm just saying, this logo would look good on the side of the road. A big sign up on the side of the highway. I think
we do put up signs. We do put up signs and billboards. So we do some of that, even though we don't.
You have billboards. Where are they? I haven't seen them yet. Where are these billboards?
Headed north on 75 in Ringgold, Georgia. It's technically not a like a permitted billboard. We took a side of a trailer and wrapped it.
Cool.
Truck Parking Club right there off the interstate. And it's crazy because I thought, nobody's going to see that, but it is odd how often someone takes a picture and sends it to me, or mentions, like, a random person I meet at a conference is like, is that your all's billboard there on 75? It's wild. People still look at billboards for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Evan, what are you guys doing with the future of electric vehicles and preparations for that? Obviously, it's still a lot of discussion, less action, but it's evolving and it's happening. What is Truck Parking Club going to do in those plans in the future?
Yeah, at this point, we get reached out to by some form of EV company, EV charging, on a weekly basis. We'll take those calls and talk with all these companies. Think like Terawatt or some company like that. There's several of them out there at this point. And I think for us, and what I think they recognize, is we have this large network of property owners that we have great relationships with, that we can be a part of strategically placing, some of these facilities for these EV charging companies, and EV companies that want to build their own charging network, for that matter. So I think as long as we stay focused on our mission and we continue to build our network, we're going to actually end up being a big part of pushing out, that EV evolution across the US. I think just staying focused on our mission and not pushing into other verticals, ultimately, that having the ability to contact such a vast network of adequate property for EV charging, I think will play a pivotal role in that.
Sweet.
I can't wait till a truck parking facility, like in the middle of nowhere, Georgia, goes to their county and says, "Hey, we need to put in chargers," and they're like, "The draw that's going to require." It's going to be a shock to the system. I mean, there's got to be some breakthroughs in technology for battery technology and charging for sure, but it's all part of the transition.
Yeah, fortunately, I don't have to worry about that side of it.
That's right.
I'm going to be there the day that they're like, "Hey, we got it all figured out, and this property works," and hopefully that we can be included in helping with the truck parking side of it.
Yeah, I mean, that'll be easy filter to put on the platform too. Is like, hey, do I need an electric charger or not? Right? It's like, do they allow dogs or not? Airbnb kind of thing. So real simple in that regard. So love that, man. Love the mission. Love what you guys are doing, and love. Thank you for partnering with Broker Care Summit to provide free truck parking, man. I hope more truckers take care of that and take advantage of that in Fort Worth, because that was awesome, man. It was cool to look out, like our hotel. We were right by the elevators, look out the window and see 2 trucks down there parked down there. We're like, that's cool. Like, I wish there were more, but that's awesome.
Yeah, I saw that post that you pushed. That was a cool one from your room, and I ended up meeting. We call them trucker members that booked for the event. Ilya, I think, was one of them. And
yeah, that's cool.
I thought that was a great experience, and we hope to get a lot more truckers at the next event if we can put it all together.
We're working on it. Yeah, we're working on it. Gotta get out there. Are there ads we can place on the app, on the Truck Parking Club app?
We get asked a decent amount, but at this point, even though it would be another revenue source, we're so focused on what we're doing that I don't even want to pull away from it. In that, I would say at some point in the future, it may be a focus, but just right now, we don't put any time into adding ads to the platform.
Yeah, well, one day we'll figure out how to do that, because you do have a great network, and we want to get drivers there that they can find brokers that'll help them, have good loads, stay consistent, all that kind of stuff. So
100%. Cool. There's definitely a route for that in the future. It's just not something we put any resources into building out at this point.
Reed, I don't think you guys have the ability to cash the check that we're thinking about putting that's large enough for that. I just don't think you guys have. Your bank probably won't even allow that. So
Yeah.
We'll
Dan is sitting there watching like, shut up, dude.
Reed, since you're the chief marketing officer, send me some swag too, man. I want some new truck
dude,
parking.
they will.
Yeah,
they got a cool,
we can send you a link.
They actually have a really cool whole process. I mean, I just filled out a little form, then I got a custom shipment in the mail, dude. So yeah.
Evan, what about Canada and Mexico in the future? Is that on the table?
Yeah, so Canada is a really common request, and then Central America's becoming more common. I would say it's on our roadmap in the really coming years, probably. It's probably not something we'll roll out in any less than 12, 24 months, but it is something on our radar. But there's such an issue in the US that we think we have a lot of work left to do. Even with 406 locations, we think there's 5,000 to 10,000 locations we need to get in the US before we start looking elsewhere.
That's great.
Your chief marketing officer just upped your marketing budget right there. Everybody's getting swag.
What did he push the link out?
He did.
Oh, great.
He said everybody grab some swag. So
no, that's great. Anybody that wants whatever, that's.
I love it. That's cool.
It's been
Get
a
the word
great
out.
tool for us, and everyone really says it's comfortable. I wear it every single day.
It is comfortable. So here's what's interesting. I'm going to wear it to the gym, and if you ever get somebody who signs up for Truck Parking Club and they put on there, saw it at the gym, you're going to know it's me. All right. So it's
full
that's what we're gonna do.
credits.
Yeah, it's on the back. They got the QR code on the back. I think if I can turn around far enough.
Yeah.
Look at that. So
Yeah, there you go.
Genius. QR codes on T-shirts. Genius. I love that idea. It doesn't get much better than that. So, well, Evan, keep it up, man. We're so glad you're here with the show today. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We appreciate what you're doing. So, all right, let's a couple announcements. First of all, listen, the next 2 shows are going to be hosted by a professional. All right, I'm gonna step out of the seat. All right, and so it's not Scott. Scott's not gonna be doing it.
Jen, yes, finally.
Jen did not sign up for this. Jen is 2 weeks away from Elevate.
Jen's got a few things on her plate. So
Yeah.
the next 2 weeks, Coleman's going to be hosting the show. And if you're not happy about that, you can submit your nomination to be the host if you'd like, and we'll try to kick him out. But yeah, he's going to be doing that because I'm going to be on the road for 2 weeks. I'm taking a 2-week vacation. I have never taken a 2-week vacation before. This is crazy. We're taking our kids to Alaska, and this is going to be their 45th state that we've gotten them to. Our goal is to get them to all 50 before they graduate. This is number 45, and we're going to go on a cruise. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a really good time. So
wow,
2 weeks, not checking in on the company at all, not being here. Everything's probably going to get significantly better. That's what's going to happen while I'm gone. That's how it's going to work. Yeah, I'm going to come back and be like, oh, we're not doing that anymore? Okay, cool. That's awesome. Wait, we started what?
Are you leaving us with Coleman or with Morgan?
I'm leaving you with everybody. Coleman's going to host. Morgan and Talia are producing. I'm just going to be out of pocket for 2 weeks, which is going to be a good time. So it'll be a much more enjoyable show next week, I'm sure. I think it's going to be run much smoother. No more amateur hours. Probably going to be everything's going to go significantly better. So that's awesome. Speaking of summer plans, it's Memorial Day weekend. What the heck? What are you guys doing this summer? Who's got some good summer plans? Well, Evan, let's start with you. You got any vacation plans, or are you just like grinding right now and not taking vacation?
Yeah, we're deep in it, man. I'm not planning on doing any vacations, but I get to travel a lot. I mean, it's all business travel, but ultimately you get to see some cool stuff just by indirectly being there for whatever reason. But no, just on the grind, man, just pushing, doing whatever needs to be done to grow the company.
That's awesome. Yeah, we may have to change it to Alpha Consulting when I get back and things are significantly better. We'll just have to rebrand the whole thing and move in that direction. Mitch, what do you got planned? What do you got going on?
Well, man, it's my kids are already out of school, which is pretty crazy. So that kind of snuck up on me. I didn't realize it was that early. But I think we're gonna spend some time on the East Coast, near the beach for some time in the summer.
Really?
That's about it. Just hang out.
You're taking small
water
children to the beach.
Yeah.
Do you know how hard it is to get sand out of the cracks of small children? You ever done that?
Just power wash them.
You just take them out back and hose them.
It's just practical. You just power wash them out.
You're gonna find sand for weeks after that. You're gonna find sand. I'm just
I
saying.
think social media just flagged us on that one.
So let me. One of the cool things about this place we go to on the East Coast is they have an outdoor shower, right, built in, and so after the beach, it's great. Like everything is just all that sand stays. You
gotta take the swimsuit off to get everything out of the cracks. Like you're gonna do it in public.
No,
I'm just saying,
yeah,
it's an uphill battle, dude. It's an uphill battle. The whole thing. Like this is a problem. Your car's gonna have sand in it. You're going to be changing a diaper 2 weeks from now, and you're going to find sand. That's what's going to happen.
We were talking about this before. Aren't you anti-beach?
I'm totally anti-beach. Yes.
What gave it away?
That's one of the
reasons.
That's one of the reasons right there. Do you know how much sand I had to clean out? No, I'm not doing
this. This is like it got milk ad all over. Like I think the Mountain Council got to Trey. Like, you know, and like I don't know what's up with the deserts. I don't know, man, but he is he's angry about that.
I love playing golf in the desert.
He's not even here.
I love trying to be a present dad and build a sandcastle or two, man. Come on, right?
Yeah.
No.
Now that you mention it, he's been in 45 states. I've never seen Trey on the beach.
Yeah. We don't take pictures of
it. He stays away from the outer edge.
Behind right.
Yeah, he just drives along it. Yeah, he just drives along. He's like, "Hey, there's the beach, everybody. Now let's go." And like,
Reed, man, listen, I love playing golf in the desert. Is that redeeming? Is that a redeeming quality? I mean, you're out in Phoenix. I love playing golf in Phoenix in the desert. You know, I mean, I don't know. Maybe not. Oh well.
So desert sand's a different problem. That's not okay. That's okay. It's just beach.
It is because it's not getting in my clothes. It's not getting in cracks. I'm just hitting golf balls out of it because I stink at driving.
Desert sand worse?
Stop saying cracks.
Yeah, we're just gonna start a drinking game where he says cracks and people start taking shots because I'm thinking about taking shots right now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put this on record, and I'll make this very clear. I'll take Trey's dislike for beach, and I'll double down on mine. Right? I'm all about the ocean, the lake, something with water nearby.
I love the ocean.
Pole,
hate the beach.
Something, man. It's all. I'm all in.
I mean, I'll second Trey. I'm not a big.
Yeah, Evan. Wait, let's let Evan talk.
Evan,
go.
You're jumping on
sand guy. I love the water. I love the water.
Yes, agreed.
I still have shoes. I was in Floribama, I don't know, a month and a half ago. I still have shoes that had sand in it. I can't get them out.
Exactly.
I can't get it all out.
That's exactly right.
So.
You guys are doing it wrong. You shake the shoes out. The sand goes out. And
we are doing it wrong.
That's your first problem. That's your first problem.
Even a leaf blower works.
You're not supposed to wear shoes. That's your first problem. No shoes. Just barefoot, then you're good. Rinse them.
About a month ago,
don't leave your hotel room with shoes on.
Guys. A month ago, there was a crane in New York City that was doing a skyscraper, and the whole crane fell down, killed somebody. That's scary shit. Be fearful of stuff like that, not sand. Sand is all good, right?
I'm not fearful. I just don't like it.
Yeah, exactly.
I just don't
I'm
like
not afraid of it. It's just it's annoying.
It's not a crane.
Yeah.
Right. And then you take your shoes off and it's 110 degrees. That's fun to walk through.
You guys ever see like one of those
carrying a beach chair that you can't close? Like it's just no, I'm not doing it.
You ever see one of those Instagram videos where the guy's digging in the sand on the beach and all of a sudden he pulls out these like worms that are this big, like deep in the sand? You're like, it wasn't even that deep. He's just like he's not even far deep. You're like, oh man, I'm still loving it though.
Oh, yeah.
All right, okay, let's take a poll. How many people are going to the beach this summer? How many people are going to make a beach trip?
Man. I'll 100% be there.
A beach, like
any beach.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
this weekend,
you notice two hands that didn't raise.
Where are you going, Coleman?
Clearly.
Grand Lake up near Estes Park.
Okay.
I got pending getting my scuba diver certification. That was my wedding gift, and
oh really?
I've been postponing that trip for a while. It takes a week to get it done. So I've been thinking about taking care of that before baby Lorenzo arrives. And
you should.
Yeah right?
You should. Send us pictures of that. That'll be good. Anybody else have any good plans? Scott, what are you doing this summer? Anything?
This summer? We got a Disney trip planned, not till October, though.
Land or world?
Land, California. It's closer to me.
I like that one better, actually. I'm a big fan of
$6,000.
Disneyland. Yeah.
But yeah, just taking the girls. We did offer for the boys, like, hey, here's our dates. Go ahead and pay for it yourself because they're adults now.
That's right. Off the payroll, baby.
Yeah, but yeah, hopefully, I mean, if we get this trailer this weekend or maybe next weekend, then we can do a lot of camping trips. Idaho's a beautiful place. An hour away is a camping spot. So,
dude, Coeur d'Alene's not far too. That place is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Hey, you guys know what Jennifer Carpenter Romaine is doing this summer? You want to hear this? She bought tickets to go to a barbershop chorus competition. Let's go.
And they're not cheap. So I know I give Trey lots of shit, but I should be labeled the best friend of all time.
You clearly
because those tickets were not cheap, and I have to watch
way up on the chart. Way up. Sorry, Reed, but Jen went past you on this one, like past you on this one.
Because they've got the Jeeps now. They're both Jeep people.
We both have Jeeps. He's going to the barbershop chorus competition.
It's coming to Cleveland, where I live, not Chicago. But It's not like I'm traveling to see it. I'm just going downtown.
So she's not that great a friend. Let's just be clear about that. All right.
Did I hear barbecue or barber shop?
Barbershop.
Barbershop, and not cutting hair. Well, not cutting hair. Barbershop music.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would prefer a barbecue, just for the record.
Because in my head, which is
barbecue,
I was thinking about the barber competition.
Wait, what is this? Say it again. What?
In my head, which by the way, my imagination is pretty cartoonish, very Looney Tunes style. I was imagining a barber competition, and I was like, "What are we even talking about?"
I mean, that might be exciting. I don't know.
Definitely not that. All right, so here's just to give you here's a taste of barbershop music. This is from last night. This was a tag that we sang. I don't know if it's going to be any good or not, but let's just give it a shot and hear what it sounds like here. Let's see if this is it. No, not that one. Not that one. That one sucked. All right.
Why don't you just put the winning number from last year in the show notes?
Oh, I could do that too, but this is kind of fun.
It's not
It
fun.
sounds like some cat is dying somewhere. I'm not getting it.
So again,
I don't think anybody's here.
best friend of all time. I have to watch that live.
And we just lost 15 subscribers.
Yeah, there we go, and they're gone.
Sand was a song.
Yeah,
there was a lot of consequences on that. The company valuation of Truck Parking Club just went down as well, man. There's travel everywhere.
Honestly, as much crap as I give you for that, I couldn't do it. So kudos to you. That is actually hard stuff, but it's one of those things maybe I'm not sophisticated enough to appreciate it. Let's go with that.
Yes, I did. I reached out to my best friend because I was like, who on earth would want to do this weird culture type thing? And I was like, oh, she'll love it. She's like, sign me up. Where is it at? And I'm like, of course. So that was
I'd go.
Yeah.
I mean,
the best part is it's the day of my whole family goes on a golf outing and I always have an excuse not to go, which I know everyone likes to golf, but I don't. I'm like, oh, I can't. I have this thing. My friend's in town for a singing competition. I have to go.
One that we actually won last year. We're actually decent as a chorus. So I did put the link in there. You guys could check it out.
Okay, can I bitch about this one more time? I think it is ridiculous that if you win, you can't defend your title the next year.
Yeah. Agreed.
That is insane to me.
So
yeah, bruh.
I agree on some levels. I do agree on that. At the same time, honestly, there'd be 2 or 3 courses that would win literally every year. But what we do is they have a swan set. So we're the champions for the year. We come back, we have a swan set, so we get to perform, we get to do that, but we're not competing, and then we got to step out. So I don't like it either. But
so you're living out the movie Pitch Perfect.
At least we've won 5 times. We've won 5 times in the last 20 years. So we're a good chorus. We do a great job. We will get to compete again. What's worse is this: if you're in a quartet and you win the international competition as a quartet, you literally never get to compete again. You're done. You're now in the Association of International Champions. Then you form a new quartet and you compete again. But that quartet can never compete again. That's just, I don't know. This is
crazy.
Why?
So,
Who makes these rules? I want to see the bylaws. Let's change them.
And I'm not even somebody who likes rules, but what are you gonna do?
It's like a trucking company that's bad that gets a new MC. You can do it.
Well, you just form a new quartet. That's right. All right. Anyways, listen, this is derailing pretty quickly. All right. It is time for our segment. What's the word? Sponsored by our friends over at TIE Software. Listen, brokers, your business is a complex web of processes and technologies that must work together. And you need a partner who truly understands freight brokerage and your specific needs. The team at TIE Software constantly collaborates with you and other top freight brokers in the industry to build a revolutionary TMS. You want to scale your business? They'll help you get there. Schedule a demo today and see the difference by clicking in the link in the comments and or in the show notes. All right, everybody. So listen, we talked about this earlier, but this is pretty cool. Social media. I just love seeing this. I was not ready for this, but Reed Laustelo is now Chief Marketing Officer at Truck Parking Club. That is dope. That is just really cool. I'm excited about that. You got to have some plans. You've done some projects together. You've worked together. You got to have some plans to do something pretty big with this. I'm assuming there's got to be something coming out next couple weeks, month. Come on.
Yeah. So I think using, some of Reed's ability to just be extremely creative is going to allow us to roll out some really cool things over the coming weeks and months. We've already got a couple things that we're kind of bouncing around, but I'm sure we'll have something pretty cool to announce in the next month or two here. Really ultimately geared toward all of our members on our platform, but bringing them into more of a maybe an event or that nature, which Reed's really good at getting people in the same room, whether it's on X or some type of happy
Or
hour or
physically. Yeah,
whatever,
exactly.
or like a post 5 minutes before he shows up at a cigar bar or something. He's pretty good at getting people in the same room.
I'm so jealous the way his mind works. I love it. It's like
Yeah.
it's when you start to see somebody that just has a skill and an ability that is just outside of your own, and you have mad respect for it. That's how I feel about Reed. Like, I just love what he does. I love all his content. I love engaging with it. Just a lot of fun. So kudos to you, man. Congratulations. That was a big pickup. That's awesome. Good stuff. Truck Stop has a person on their social media account that's doing a great job as well. I think this is really kind of the wave of the future. Is you find somebody who's just super creative and artistic, and let them kind of run with it. And it's been fun to see that.
It's the Wendy's model, right? Isn't that?
It really is. Yeah, they're probably
crushed.
the first that really did that well, right? I mean,
yeah, that was one of the most epic follows ever.
Yeah. I think it's get someone super creative, but also understands the vision of the company, right? And like with Reed and I working together for several months, kind of behind the scenes, he understood the vision from the beginning and backs it just like I do, right? And gets it, and culture is everything at our company, and I would say it's all your all's companies too, but and he backs it 100%. I don't think it would have worked if he didn't, understand it. He's obviously creative no matter what, but he really does, understand what we're working toward every single day. And I think that's what makes it so effective with him.
Yeah, that's huge. Did you guys as a startup, I feel that this as well. Did you guys do some behind the scenes projects to kind of test out how you work together before bringing them on board? Was that the plan, or is that was it a budget issue? Because I feel the same thing. Like Coleman and I had that, for example. Coleman and I did stuff behind the scenes for 6 months before he came on full time.
Yeah.
And it was a really good model for us to get to know each other, from to buy into the vision of what we're doing and get on the same page. What was that process like?
Yeah, so for he and I randomly met him like a year ago at a Freight Waves event, and we got to know each other, talk to each other, just kicked it, talking about stuff. If I was in Phoenix, I'd pop in and we'd hang out and have a beer. And then I had a need like last fall or going into the winter. There was some stuff I needed someone to work on. I was like, hey man, you want to just pitch in, work on this? He's like, yeah, sure. So started working on stuff together. And it just grew and grew and grew until there was a point where I was like, man, there's something here. And we worked really well together. So I don't think it was like a plan to bring him, on or anything. I think
very organic, just kind of came.
Yeah, we finally I think we had a call one day and we were just both like, yeah, I think there's something to this. Like we should look at just bringing you in and making you, a huge part of this team. And so it was pretty organic, I would say.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, he'll be happy to know too. His Please Advise hat now has a home on the show every week. So,
nice.
Reed, thank you for the hat. I love it. I absolutely love wearing that. Pink hat for the girl. That's cool. Awesome stuff, man. Can't wait to see what you guys do. So it's going to be good. Good to see that. In the news this week, Uber Freight back in the news this week. I don't know how we feel about this. They expanded their procurement platform with Spot Freight. What do you guys think about this? Mitch, I know you got some thoughts about this.
I think, I
maybe
think,
not. Maybe I put you on the spot. Come on. See, normally like jump into stuff, but
So listen, this is an evolving deal, right? This has been evolving for a while. So the spot market, the transactional market, has obviously always been secondary to contracted enterprise customers. Started on the Transplace platform many years ago. I was part of that for a while, and then obviously with the Uber Freight piece, they've had a couple of gaps that they filled in on the mid-sized companies using a SaaS model, having full-blown transportation management. So the spot market transactionally right now, where we know that flipped 4 or 5 weeks ago, where the it's now a very, very healthy margin. So interesting to see that they're acknowledging that they have a deal for that. I think from a shipper perspective, the spot market's always going to be secondary to not having a tight ship on commitments across, primary, secondary, third, fourth. So we'll see how that goes and see who the customer is and if it's successful.
How is this significantly different than the platform that they had previously? Like what's different about this? Because I always felt that they were in, really in the spot market and helping carriers out in that way.
I think they're pooling all of their customers' spot transactional product together on purchase.
Okay. So basically
like
giving a marketplace
a lot of times.
Yeah.
Almost
Yeah,
like
I feel like it's a lot of times it's combining. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how that works out. It's funny. Some of these platforms that talked about automating these processes, and then you find out they've got 1,000 people behind the scenes doing that. Juan, you and I talked about this just the other day. What was that example you shared?
Amazon and their
yeah,
self-servicing stores. Then they end up having like 10,000 guys in India constantly
who are watching video.
Yeah, constantly.
Right.
And then it was supposed to be AI, so they turn AI into a joke and a bunch of smoke and mirrors, in my opinion, with that. So now the industry, I mean, if you go on Reddit, you'll see AGI is not artificial general intelligence, but a guy in India. So these things that happen. And some people like you go find, if you want to dig into that area, API, a person in India, AI in India. And it's all thanks to companies that come and do this marketing. That's like, oh, this is AI, and it's like, it's not that much AI.
We've talked about this before. This is interesting because I mean, AI is such a buzzword in technology. It reminds me a lot of back when we were looking at blockchain and that whole thing that has really died down. Evan, I'm curious your thoughts about this because you guys are building a platform. You have technology, but I haven't heard you guys talking about AI too much. My opinion is I don't think a lot of tech companies in transportation even know what they're doing with AI. I think they're using it for marketing. It's what it feels like. Because you got Google and Meta that can't even figure this stuff out. They're trying to figure it out, So what's your take on that as you guys build the platform?
Yeah, I don't want to comment on other people that say they're using AI because I really haven't looked into their platforms enough. I can speak for us and say that we don't talk about technology a lot just because our customers don't care. Like if I'm speaking to an investor, then if I'm trying to brand to impress investors, then perhaps I should talk about all the technology we're using. But you will never see me or Reed or Hunter or anybody that's ever in any of our material talking about AI or technology.
Clearly, because Hunter doesn't know what it is, apparently.
Hunter doesn't know what Gmail is. But he's amazing, and he's exactly who he should be. He's himself. But
hey guys, AI is definitely here. It's ingrained in supply chain every single day. Maybe the question is, are freight brokers using it to an advantage potentially, right? And the answer is no, not really. They're using API prediction tools on real-time rating. They're using API prediction tools on transit, things like that. But AI is being used in warehouses every single day, right? We're using artificial intelligence to pack, pool orders together. We're using AI to reduce safety hazards in warehouse situations and really, really dangerous situations. We're using AI to plan routing more efficiently and optimize overall costing, right? Just reducing operational costs just on better transit routing. So, man, it's all over the place. Maybe just not in the transactional back end that we're touching, but
yeah. I hope it has the benefits that it's promising, much better than like blockchain did. But Evan, to your point, I'll say this: I appreciate what you said about that because people don't really care how things work; they just want it to work. It's like I tell people this all the time: if you go to a restaurant, you don't care how they're cooking your steak, you don't care what grill they have and what tools and what spices they're using. You just want the steak to taste good. You just want a good meal. Right, that's what you want as the end result. And so how the technology works is, especially for customers, much less important than what it actually does for them.
And I think that the blockchain piece is going to come back too. I think that got put on the table with COVID, that got put on the table with bad economic conditions and everything else. Once we settle down and I got a little echo here. Is that me? Is that echo on me? I don't know. I think we're getting back to blockchain from a seamless international payment system, ocean freight, steamship lines. the NVO from Asia all the way to the end freight forwarder. I think that's the beauty of blockchain, especially in the textile industry and some of these other pieces. So just got to get back to normal first.
Yeah, and maybe Casey makes a good point here. Blockchain was ahead of its time. Hopefully it'll come back, but it definitely died down.
It will.
But Evan, to your point, like in the marketing that you guys do, drivers want to know what it's going to do for them,
Yeah, to be clear, I do believe in AI, ML, blockchain. I think there's a use case for all these things in supply chain and tech in general. I'm not saying that there is not a use case, and I'm not saying that companies aren't using them. I'm just saying I can't speak for them. I don't know if these companies that are advertising it are actually or not, because I haven't dove into their tech stack. But I can say for us, whatever we are using in our tech stack, which I think we have a very strong tech team, you just won't hear us talking about it from a marketing standpoint, because we don't ever speak to investors. We speak to our customers, which are truck drivers, dispatchers, fleet managers, owners of property, industrial property that's suitable for truck parking.
Makes a lot of sense.
No, it's a good lesson for marketing in general. Speak to your customers and what's going to impact them. Again, I think they care about that. Mishak, what do you got?
I was just going to say,
I can tell you want to say something. Let's go.
With all these tech innovations, and we're kind of there was a thing called a hype cycle, and a lot of us are in what's called the trough of disillusionment, where we're like, wow, it was going to be changing our lives, and AI was going to do all this work for us, and all of a sudden we're seeing AI make really weird mistakes or hallucinate, and with blockchain, it not being used quite everywhere. But now, this what's called the scope of enlightenment, we're kind of gradually going back up, finding all these use cases for it. And I think that, marketing will then evolve and use more practical language, more outcome-based language, like Evan's talking about, where it's just like, okay, now it's just table stakes. Used to talk about tech or AI, blockchain as being a differentiator. Now it's noise. We went through the trough of disillusionment where like, well, it doesn't do everything that people said it would do immediately. Already people with these AI pins are getting disappointed that it isn't like the personal assistant. But it's coming, it's definitely coming.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Hi.
Look at that swag.
That's what it looks like.
It looks like he's wearing those sunglasses emojis, not the real ones. Like someone put those in. Right?
Yeah, it's like the ones that come that Google Meets that you can have on there.
Right.
What's up, my friend? How are you? Good to see you, man. Everything. Where are you today? Where the heck are you?
I am in Daytona Beach. I am weighed in. I am done with meal number 1 post weigh-in. Get ready.
What are you gonna throw down this weekend? What are you going for? Evan, do you know about this? This is insane, Evan. This is insane. Do you know about this? Talk about it.
I know he lifts heavyweight. That's about all I know about Bang.
Yeah, he picks things up and put them down.
I think he could squat the entire crew if we could get on the same pedestal. He could squat us. Go ahead.
Well, so I'll go through the opening. 2008, 5.
Oh, you're breaking up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Daytona, so I'm opening 587 and 6'3".
587, 630. And then what's the squat you're looking for?
The one I'm looking for is 1107.
1107. I mean, that's insane. That is insane. Think about that. That's crazy. So that's a big weekend.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
guys. Like I said, I had a couple free. I'm gonna pop over and say it.
Is that today, tomorrow? When's the competition?
It's tomorrow. I posted the live stream link on my Instagram and on my LinkedIn. Tomorrow.
All right, you're 5'8". What'd you weigh in at?
What was that?
You're 5'8". What did you weigh in at?
69.8.
You 69.8?
Yep.
I just heard 69.
Of course you would. Yeah, you would. You would do that. He was cutting weight all week just to.
Hey, Bane, you came on late. We were doing some barbershop quartet. You really missed it. We should do that again for you. Hold on.
He could certainly weigh in on the beach and sand problem now that he's down there.
Yeah,
I've had a stellar show, Robert. We'll just say that it's been quite the show so far. But anyways, good to have you, man. Good to see you. Hope that you have a wonderful weekend, dude. Let us know how you do. Send us some video as always. It's exciting. It's incredible.
Yep.
Robert Bain is the first R2X sponsored athlete in the history
Let's
of
go.
Ready to Execute.
Let's go. NIL transportation, cool. Baby. Let's go.
That's right.
It's awesome. Are you going to have the R2X logo on your? Oh, he's gone. Well, hopefully he does.
Yeah,
Hopefully
the answer is yes.
something.
The answer is yes.
Does he have one of those onesies with an R2X somewhere on there?
Got it.
Like an NBA logo.
Dragged out.
Oh, it's awesome. Can't believe it. That's like guy's intense.
He
So
made
good.
He made us fly him on a private jet down there, man.
I bet he did.
He's got the whole athlete thing going. He's living this thing.
I know. All right, listen, we got to pause because we got to play a game. I know Jeff's not here to be disappointed, but we got to play a little bit of game today. This game is called Sleigh Day. And I have no idea how we're going to play this. I've never played this before, so it's going to be fun.
Yeah,
here's what's going to happen. Our producer is going to display a banner with a Gen Z slang saying. All right, we got to figure out what the phrase means. So I feel like I should have an advantage because I have older teenage kids. Scott, you might have a shot at this, but I have a feeling we're not going to do well. I got
interns on the floor too, so that helps.
All right, here we go. Yeah. All right, sip tea. All right,
I think that means getting the
yeah. Listen, get the 411. Yeah, that's right.
What could sip tea be besides sip tea?
No, somebody spills the tea and you get it. That's right. You're listening. So, all right, Scott, I'm giving that to you. You start answering it first. We both got it, but you got it first. So Scott's got it. Cute. All right. So, all right, snack.
Right.
Oh, it could be derogatory towards a female.
Somebody who looks good.
Well, I was
active, right?
Yeah.
So, Coleman, you say cute. A snack is a person you find. All right, Coleman.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not proud that I know that by any means, but I did.
How do you know?
You're a snack.
Is that what you would call Jesse?
I've heard it a couple times. What can I say?
You been sending Jesse texts like you're so snack.
You look like a snack.
I don't even know how to use it. All right.
It's usually female. The male version would be unit. Usually, you know.
Yeah. That's only for me.
Yeah, that's right. Chuggy.
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 I think that's when you get sand in a crack.
Time to take a drink, everybody. Here we go.
Chuggy means that you're trying too hard, right?
Man, you're looking it up, dude.
I do know this.
You're looking it up. My wife calls me Chuggy sometimes, but
okay, not all that trendy. Okay, we're not giving points for that. I'm gonna give him points. All right, next one. What do we got? Next saying. Big yikes. Scary.
It's got to be bad, right? That's something bad.
Scary bad.
I think that's one's
red flag.
No.
I think
red flag.
Red flag. I like that.
The slang speaks for itself. I'm embarrassed that yikes doesn't do justice. So it's just bigger version of yikes. Okay, that's lame. All right, moving on. Next one.
That's big yikes.
Dang.
That's good.
That's a millennial thing.
Sandwich. Yeah, you like have a dank sandwich. It's delicious. It's good.
Dank
That's
sandwich.
millennial.
So it's good.
Now, it used to be dank basement, used to be, dark and humid. Now it's like you're rocking in your basement, right?
Yeah, it's good.
Something is dank. It's excellent or high. Oh my gosh, Coleman.
I've also never heard of a dank sandwich.
I can't believe you're winning this thing. All right, you don't even have kids.
I think my response is
hey, this is millennial slang we're looking at. They
take several seats.
Not all of it.
Stop talking.
I'm about to tell something.
Yeah, sit down, relax. Like relax.
Oh, okay.
I think you're about to tell something. Like you're about to tell a tale.
Take several seats. All right, let's see. Someone's getting on your nerves. You might tell them, oh, that's me. I got that. Let's go. I'm on the board. All right, next one. Here we go.
If you know, you know.
Oh, Jen's on the board.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. Nice. Yeah. Living rent free.
Parents.
Beachfront real estate. Beachfront real estate.
Yeah.
That's an older school one. That one's
that's
old coming back.
I got to give it to Coleman. He had it first. All right, here we go.
No, that one's Jen.
You think it's Jen? All right, we'll get to Jen. All right, well then you two are tied 2-2. Hits different, meaning it's better.
Oh, this is
better.
Yeah.
Just a better experience.
It's better.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yep, let's go. I got it. Okay, 2-2-2. Coleman, Jen, and I. Vibe check.
Check your attitude.
Ooh.
He's got it.
Nice. Scott. Scott's got 2. We got a 4-way tie. 2. Final round. This is for all the marbles. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Last one. What do we got?
This is worth 10.
Period T.
Like end of sentence.
Yeah.
Like done. Done.
Period.
Done.
With a T on the end?
We're not talking. Yeah. Emphasis.
A T.
Yeah.
Point made.
Intensity.
All right.
How does that add? Like
it's like an
we're
exclamation
not using
point.
letters in place
Period.
of exclamation points.
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing?
God, I think the Army taught you like all the things that they didn't teach me, man. Like,
so is that Scott? Is he the winner? Did Scott win?
Scott
Scott
won,
always
man.
wins the
Like,
games.
Scott ran laps around
Scott
Coleman
with
at
the
the end.
win.
Yeah.
Congratulations. All right, moving on. Okay, listen, we got to end this show. Evan, the way that we end this show every week is we have something called This Week in Pictures. I don't know if you had a chance to submit any pictures or not. Do we have This Week in Pictures? Is it up? Is it ready to go? Because we're ready to go.
Last week's in pictures.
All right, here we go. We got it. All right, let's see. We got 7 submissions. Here we go. Rob.
Whoa.
Cicada Palooza.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
totally.
We got
Okay,
the TMSA
okay.
we're getting ready for.
Pause this for a second. Cicada. Okay, listen. I heard this. I'm in Missouri in St. Louis. It's unbelievable. 1.2 million cicadas per acre. That is so nasty.
There's a
This year
ton
was
of
like
them
a
in Chicago.
perfect
I feel
storm.
very upset
Yeah.
about that.
13-year.
Yeah.
It's
It was like
crazy.
a
I
perfect storm
hear
of all
they're
of them.
high in protein, so we need to be harvesting those, turning them into protein powder, and selling them.
So today,
Facts.
we got
Supposed to be like shrimp.
listen, today they
Biblical.
were. Today there's a guy that was. Sorry, hang on. He was cutting up the stump in our backyard. We got trees taken out. He's cut up the stump, and this dude has cicadas all over him, like on his shirt, on his pants. They're flying around everywhere. Like he's having to look at this. Just they're everywhere. Like I felt so bad for that dude.
Cicada pay. Cicada pay.
Are they like
recording it?
I mean, the whole
so
time.
bad
What,
for you.
what am I going to do? Go out and swat him off of him? Like, I'm not going to do that. That's,
Yeah, it's true.
Do they sting you like the blood suckers?
no, they
or
don't
something?
sting.
No,
No, they don't
they
sting.
literally
They're
do
just,
nothing.
and they do nothing unless you disrupt their habitat, which is what happened. Like we cut down the tree, and so now they're like all out there and they're freaking out and they're not happy at all. They're not. Happy
They're
at all.
everywhere in Chicago.
Okay,
Everywhere.
Rob, sorry about that. So you got the NOLA, you got the your head of
Yeah,
TMSA.
We're getting ready for that, so I want to promote that a little bit, and then of course it's a go-kart season now, so that's Miles in the go-kart.
Yeah, dude, have you ever been to the go-karts in St. Louis? Have you seen the ones down by the Worldwide Technology Track?
No, but he wants to find some. He's only a gas power. He's anti-electric go-karts because he wants to hear that power.
You need to come down to St. Louis, go to
But we
Cardinals
want
game,
some
and take him to
zippy
the
ones.
track. Yeah, take him to the track. They go up to 55, 60 miles an hour. It's phenomenal.
Okay.
They're phenomenal. You got to wear a fire mask and a helmet. Like it's legit. Like it's good stuff.
Okay.
You're gonna enjoy that.
Yeah.
All right, who's next? Who do we got next here? Who's next? All right, Coleman. Oh goodness, Coleman.
Oh,
Whoa.
yeah. We don't have it every week because this is why I was gone the last 2 weeks. But we were back in Michigan visiting my wife's family. Baby shower on the left. Lower right, we went to a Detroit Tigers game, and then the week before, I was at a buddy's bachelor party that had an old helicopter actually in the backyard, which is crazy. So it was a good time.
Okay, so you got to tell the story. So listen, so Coleman and Jesse go to the restroom at the game. He's waiting for her to get out of the restroom. He looks up on the screen, and on the Jumbotron is Jesse, his wife, made the Jumbotron, and he missed it. He wasn't even there. Oh,
I was
man.
waiting for her outside the bathroom, and apparently she walked right by me and didn't notice me, and that's how I found out she was
You
back.
didn't notice her.
She was on the
either.
Jumbotron.
Like, it's
Coleman.
both
I've
ways.
never been on the Jumbotron either.
Right, but
terrible.
you didn't notice her walking past you either. So
Oh, not at all.
epic,
Yeah, exactly. It
epic
was a
husband
two-way
tale
street.
right there. That was unfortunate. That was too bad. All right, next up, Jen. Look at the Jeep. Look at that blue
Oh.
Jeep.
Oh yeah. So this was last week. So Mother's Day, Monroe did some acts of service and he cleaned my Jeep. And then we have these cute fidget spinners. So TMSA is doing a
Yeah,
wellness
you
meeting
do.
for the first time at Elevate.
Pop socket fidget
So if
spinners.
you are overwhelmed in conference, there's a cool chill spot that you can hang out and there's like little stuff in there. And then what you're seeing at the bottom. So my nieces and my son, I told them we're going to have a chicken nugget showdown, and we got chicken nuggets from all of the fast food places, and I blindfolded them and they had to guess which type of nugget it was and which was their favorite.
Ooh, Jen
And it
summer
was-
camp special right there.
It was, yeah, Aunt Jen summer camp, but it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. And part of why I did this was because Monroe refused to go to Wendy's, which I'm like, they have the best nuggets, in my opinion. And he just refused to eat them. And he always wanted McDonald's. And it's funny because he ate the McDonald's and threw it because he said it was so disgusting. And then the Wendy's was his favorite. So it was also like a little life lesson in like, try something new.
That's
you know?
creative
So,
way
like,
to do it
half
too.
rubber.
Kudos to you. Yeah, creative way to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Did you
It tastes
get
great,
videos or only pictures?
No, I have video for
Please
sure.
send us video. I want to see the video. That's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Wendy's
then
throw
at
us
one point, the
Twice
neighbor
on
kid
here.
came And he just like walked into my house and I'm like, hey, Silas, you're going to put on a blindfold and we're going to feed you chicken nuggets. He's like, okay. And he just like, no other questions asked. He just sat down and started answering.
Hey, that's awesome. Hey, we need to reach out to Wendy's. They need to throw us the bag. Let us run with this thing. Let's see how far we can get this out there. You know, give us a shot. Give us a shot. We talked about your social media. We talked about your nuggets. Let's go, Wendy's. Come on.
Did you guys see that Wendy's was offering 50 nuggets for $15 in a bucket?
Were they really?
Yes,
Let's go.
Or B-Dubs Unlimited.
High quality, low price. Give us the bag. Come on, Wendy's. We can do this. Let's go.
$15 for 50 nuggets.
All right. Who's next? Here we go. Who's next? What do we got? Next up is. Oh, Jeff's not here. Moving on. He's not here today. Scott.
Hey, they got it from last week. Okay, yeah. So what are we doing here? Oh, my daughter, she got the Mustang Award. This is like the second year in award. So bless her. It's the Mustang Award is like best spirit. Like might not be the best, but she's getting there. She's a freshman. But so that was cool. That was her little breakfast tacos. I don't know why that's in there. That's weird.
Got the pool up. Got the pools up.
Yeah, you got the pool up. Yes, got the pool up. So from
two, or is those two
bottom
pictures?
left to right.
Oh, okay.
Is me and my buddy excavating it, laid the sand. Then we got the pool up. We filled it, and my girls were in there as it was filling up.
Dude, the way those two pictures look, it looks like you got two pools in the backyard. That's what it looks like.
Oh, I do not. And then I found a bat in the corn. I was feeding my chickens. I thought it was a mouse, and so I threw it in the coop. And then when it landed, the wings, and so I had to get a picture of it. It was just sitting there hissing, and the girls were like trying to pick at it. But then it like did, and then it flew out.
You mistook a bat as a mouse?
As a mouse. Have you what?
They kind of look like mice. Yeah.
So when they're sitting in this little bucket of corn, it's all bundled up. So I was like, oh, it's just a little mouse. So I just scooped the corn with the mouse,
and then the wings
threw
came
it
out.
in, and then it went, and then it flew out. I'm like, ah.
I guess I haven't seen a bat like all.
We need to stop playing with bats.
Tucked in like that. Yeah, it's interesting. All
Number
right.
Yeah, we all know
one,
how
Brady's
that worked out
carrier.
before.
Something to keep an eye on.
Yeah. All right. Lastly, we're gonna get out of here. All right. So a couple things. Got a nice little picture of my dog actually looking at the camera. That was fun. My daughter Naomi graduated 8th grade. That's that picture. Moving kind of across. That was her display that they had up for that. The lower right-hand picture are my two daughters crying at the graduation. My oldest daughter, Hannah, crying, Naomi crying. It was a very emotional day. My wife is a principal. She had to announce her walking across the stage. It was a wild day, but we got through it. On that lower left picture is their last day of school today, and my youngest daughter has pretty much caught my oldest daughter in terms of height. So things will never be the same around here again. My oldest daughter is no longer the biggest kid in the house. So things have changed a lot. Anyways, all I'm saying is it's Memorial Day every day, everybody. Thank you to our veterans out there. Thank you for those in our armed services. Have a great extended weekend. We'll see you right back here next week on Word on the Street. Thanks to our friends over at Ty. Thanks to our friend Evan Shelley for joining the show. Truck Parking Club. Go download the app and look for some stuff from Reed in the near future. We'll talk to you guys real soon. Peace out, everybody. See ya.
See ya.